Hey dolls, welcome back. And if you're new here, thank you so much for stopping by. I'm LaShawn and I will be your new DIY bestie. On this channel, I like to focus on home decor, DIY projects, smart and affordable design, the shenanigans to help you save money, and more importantly, I want you guys to start thinking outside the box. So if this is something that makes you say, I'm down, then you definitely need to stick around. But before we get started, let's have a look at my last living room. Remember this one, the small awkward space that I had in the townhouse I was living in? You guys seem to love the decor in that video. I mean, 750,000 views worth. Now, thank you so much for watching that video, but I gotta tell you, I know part of it was algorithm and timing, but this new living room is going to knock your socks off. So in today's video, long overdue, the living room of my dreams. I am so happy with how this turned out. I'm thinking that I want to have dual sofas. That's the way I'm thinking right now. And do a TV console that goes all the way across right here. That's what I'm thinking. And then do a electric fireplace in the middle, TV on top. I want to have some light fixtures that actually hang from the ceiling down on both sides. So I want to do more of like a twin setup over here. We are going to get into some of these projects real quick so you guys can see how I came up with the design, how I did things, where I got them from, yada yada, all the bottom of it, bing bing bang. I'm talking too much, but I gotta just let you know, don't skip around, please. Try to watch the video all the way through so you don't have to ask me ridiculous questions in the comments when I know I already answered them in the video. So yeah, with that said, let's go ahead and dive in. Now, for those of you who are curious about the cabinets and the wallpaper, the fireplace, all of that stuff was covered in a previous video. So this is kind of like a part 2, but just so you know, the cabinets did come from Temu, so did the fireplace, the wallpaper mural as well. And I also have some lighting that I got from Facebook Marketplace, and you can see I hung that up there on the driftwood, but I will not be diving into all of that in this video. I wanted to show you guys how I updated the projector screen. This was the old one that I had bought, but then I ended up replacing that so that it paired up with the one that I got from AWOL Vision. And thank you so much to AWOL Vision for sponsoring this part of the video. I am going to show you what I have now. Why don't we go ahead and start right there? Okay, so in the last living room video, this is where we kind of left off. We had these plain white tops with seams and no place for me to be able to install the projector screen because it actually needs to sit in the back. So what I did was I went ahead and measured the projector screen box itself, and it's about 6.5 inches. So I need to pull everything forward about 6.5 inches or so. Now, this mobilizing slider is also part of the AWOL Vision family, and it moves my projector out so that it'll throw the picture up. And I needed it to stay there. So I had to cut the quarter round in order to be able to pull my cabinet forward, as you can see. Now, what you want to do is make sure you score that so you don't damage the paint. So score it first. Then you can pull it away. And the whole point of doing that is so that I can actually create a base in the back so that I have something for that heavy projector to sit on top of, and then it can rise up. But I can't do it now because there's no space back there. So I slid that forward, and as you can see, I gained about 7 inches behind there, which is more than enough. But as you can see, I also have this empty cavity, which is why I need to build a base to go back here. Okay, so are you picking up what I'm throwing down? Like, do you see what had to be done in order to make this all work, to pull it all together? You got it? Okay, all right, let's move on. And I'm also going to need to cover this entire thing so it looked like one uniform piece.
Okay, so the first thing we need to do was head over to the Home Depot so we can pick up some lumber. And if you go early enough in the morning, you'll get some good pieces on the 70% off pieces. I did pick up a few things, but for some future projects, not for this project, but it's better to have it at 70% off than paying full price. Now, here we go. We're gonna get this lumber home and then I'll show you what I have to do with that. So I went ahead and cut these to the proper height, and the floor is a bit uneven, so all of them had to be like slightly different, but maybe an 1/8 or 1/16. But I cut this one here at 30 3/8, and then took away what would be needed in order to make this flush. So that just goes right across. Just so you guys can get a better look at what's back there, it's a larger version of this. And so this one is going in that corner so it can hold up the surface that's going to sit on top of it. So because this piece is smaller, it was a little bit wobbly, so I went ahead and put this cross brace on it so that way it's like super sturdy now. Gotta fix it in the bottom. There we go. There we go. 2 pieces down, 1 piece to go. So now you can see that there is support going all the way down. Now one day I was in Lowe's and I fell in love with these beautiful porcelain tiles. They're 24 by 48 inch. They cost $20 per tile, so around $80 plus tax for my counter. So this is the other reason why I needed that gap. I needed it for the projector screen box that it comes out of, but I also needed it for the tile that's going across. So this is what it looks like before the projector screen got on top of it. So far, it looks beautiful. I love the reflection. Like, if you step back, you can see how the reflection of the palm is in there. It's really nice because it's gonna project more light. That just looks really nice, like water almost. So it was important to go ahead and get the projector screen in place before I moved on to any further steps in case I had to make any adjustments. So it comes with this USB that you plug into the projector itself, and then it's like already prepared for their projectors. So I guess that's what I just have to plug this into one of the USB ports and then turn it on. When I say plug and play, I mean plug and play. It just operates so smooth. Like everything just turns on. Once I turn one button on, the projector comes on, the screen comes up, the speakers turn on, and then it's just like bling, 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 and everything is ready for you, ready to go. And I love it. Now, I'm not sure if you guys saw my last video I did featuring the AWOL Vision Projector setup, but I definitely wasn't showing it in its best light. Not the projector, but the screen. Now, if you look at it now, you'll see that this thing is on point. It is so crisp. The picture is so bright and colorful. Even with the lights on, it's on point for gaming. There's no glare, no washout, and this setup also allows for 3D capabilities. When you go to the website, you'll see that they have different options for you to choose from when it comes to these screens. You have the motorized ones, you have stationary screens, and you also have furniture style cabinet floor models. The projector itself is the the AWOL LTV 3000 Pro 4K Trichrome laser system. It comes packed with so many bells and whistles, such as Dolby Vision and Dolby Atmos. The sound system, oh my God, this is a beast. It is a wireless Thunderbeat surround sound, and the projector also acts as a center speaker. If you want to know more about this, please watch my whole full video, and I will link it in the description. Look at how smooth that is. I mean, this thing is definitely a game changer. And then that motorized slider pulls the projector back into place. I will definitely leave some discount codes and some links in the description so you guys can go check it out for yourself. Like it's already programmed to speak to the projector. So once you plug everything in, it's like, back off of me, I know what I'm doing. And it's so easy, guys. I'm telling you, you could not have a more easy, convenient experience when it comes to this. So what I did was I just ran a skinny, teeny, tiny bead of Loctite on here so that it would be easy to remove if I had to. This is the edging that I'm using. I picked this up from Habitat for Humanity. I got 2 pieces that were 8 feet long for $5, so $2.50 per piece. And then I'm gonna tape it up there, let it sit overnight, and then it should be dry. It's really just to disguise the edge of the tile. So the tile is heavy enough to just sit in place, and it's sturdy enough. So I grabbed some molding when I was at Habitat for Humanity, and I also grabbed some of these acrylics from the Dollar General as well as Walmart, and I think I got some from Hobby Lobby. And basically what you're gonna do is just dab on and do a little brush strokes, and you kind of just have to trust the process. Paint. Okay, so here's the wall. It's pretty blank. And then this big monstrosity has to go up on that wall. Definitely got to get some help for that. So I was so shocked when I went into Hobby Lobby and I saw that mirror and it was 70% off. That mirror was $450 before. I paid $130-ish for it. Whatever that 70% is, I think like $135 plus tax. But either way, $450, and it's beautiful. It is heavy. I had to do a lot of shoring up, and I finally got it shored up, got it all measured out. That was a feat in itself, making sure that it was in the studs, making sure that it wasn't gonna go anywhere, and I love it. So I would think by now you guys know how to paint. Tape, prep. Prep is probably the hardest part of painting anyway. Remove the outlets, all of that. Yeah, okay. I'll see you when it's done. There you go. So what do you think? Do you like the color? It's sort of like a light clay. It's in that clay family. And I left that little corner right there open because I'm going to be carrying that wallpaper all the way around. Okay, so this wall is done, and the whole idea was to tie it into those colors in the wall mirror on the wallpaper. So now it does. So All right, time to move on. Coffee table is amazing. It is a Facebook Marketplace find. Hey guys, I'm taking you with me to go pick up my Ottoman coffee table. I'm so excited about this. It was like a race. It was like a fight to get this thing. It is beautiful. I looked it up online. It's $1,000, but she's selling it to me for... Yes, I know, right? It's so gorgeous. All right, guys, so I got it. It's awesome. I love it. It's gonna look great in the house. Yeah, I'm excited. Okay. As you can see from that smile, I was so happy. He said I was the first person out of 30. So I'm so glad I was able to get it. I knew she was gonna fit because I had all my measurements and my mood board. And wait until you see what else I added. I don't usually care about name brands and things like that, but some things I do like. I love the quality of it, and I do know that it's definitely worth its weight in gold, so to speak, but it definitely went with my decor, and that meant more to me than anything. And me finding something similar would have cost me just as much money, and it would not have been the Serena and Lily brand. So I do love it, and it's not going anywhere. So for those of you who peeped that luxury lamp in the background, if you've been here for a while, then you know that that was a vase in my tiny house. So let me go ahead and show you one more again how I made it. So like I'm always telling you guys, you can take a nice drum. So I took this nice drum shade. I just secured it here with some duct tape. And then I'm going to... So for this one, I literally just cut the bottom of this off. That's it. Anything you can find. A lid on a jar, something. So I can notch out each spoke in this plastic, and then it'll, you know, sit down. That way it'll sit down on top of it. But either way, or I can just do it like that. Doesn't matter. Once that is on there, then I'm gonna hot glue this to that. So as you can see, I decided to go with the notch route. The other thing is I'm not ruining my vase, so if I ever want to use it as a vase again, the glue is attached to the tape and not to my vase, not to the wood. Hot glue on there, put that down in the middle, and you just stand that up in there. And you get your remote. I've shown you guys this before. You turn it on, and now you have what appears to be like an $800 maybe to $2,000 lamp, because this thing is so tall. It's pushing 4 feet, but it's just gorgeous. So there you go. Remember, think outside the box. Gotta keep telling you guys this. Think outside the box. You're welcome. You're welcome. Can I get a thumbs up? A little comment on the lamp. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Do you like that or you don't like that? If you're still with me, please don't forget to hit that like button, because so many of you will watch the video all the way through and forget to hit the like button. I know sometimes you're watching on your TV and you're like, where's the remote? I don't want to leave a comment, but I've had some of y'all be so dope, like to let me know in the comments, girl, I was watching on the TV and I had to get up and go find my laptop so I could leave you a comment, or I had to go find my phone so I can leave you a comment. Thank you so, so much. Okay, so we're gonna get into this ugly fan that all the builders seem to think that people want. It has this hideous boob light on it, and these ugly blades. So I began the process of taking it down. I had actually found a full fan at Habitat for Humanity. It was never used, brand new, had these beautiful blades on it. And so I wanted to see if it would work with my fan. I had a feeling that it would because I had already done all of my measurements, and those blades fit right in the same spot as the blades on my fan. So you see right here, that little section, I just ended up taking out those sections because they all matched up, and then I put one in, made sure nothing was overlapping, and went ahead and just put them all on at this point because now I know everything is going to fit. So let me show you. For the most part, these things are usually universal, but you just want to make sure, because if it was off by even a hair, then it would not have worked. However, it wouldn't have been that much of a loss because I only paid $10 for the fan, and I only paid $6 for this shade. You guys have seen it before. I used it in the townhouse, but let me go ahead and show you how I did it here. Next thing I need to do is go find my wire. And then I'm going to attach a piece of wire on each one of these eyelets, and then I'm going to put it on the stationary part. So let me make sure I point that out to you. Do not add wire up here or here. This part spins, and this part would bend anything obstructing it. So you have to make sure the wire is attached to the stationary part of this. So however you decide to install it, make sure you're dealing with this stationary base down here, from down here. Like, I am pulling out my trusty busty zip ties to see if that works, because I can't find my wire and I'm literally losing my mind looking for it, and I don't feel like going to Home Depot or Lowe's. So let's try now the zip ties. Okay, so you can see how that worked. And now it's hanging down. So I wanted to get all of them on first before I start pulling them taut. So I can start slowly pulling them in, and it'll raise it up a little bit more. So let me do that. So see how everything is getting closer and tighter and cleaner. So I just pulled those little hoops one at a time. But I just started pulling those little by little and evening them out until this is level. And make sure the fan is level as well. So I have to get down and actually look at it, but so far, so good. I like it. It's working. Okay, so we have now these chains hanging. I don't even really like them because they interfere with my projector screen. But this is what was on the bottom of them, and I'm not gonna use those. So I went into my stash. I found these little wooden beads, which works better. And I'm just gonna put those on there. I did have to add a little bit of tape inside to make it tighter because my holes in these little beads were a little bit bigger, but it'll work. So yeah, your girl got a little bit of skills, you know. I sew too. Kitty. Can I get a like? Okay, moving right along with another project. This was my original sofa table design, but I am so sick of hairpin legs. I did end up using that engineered wood, but give me 1 second. I'm gonna show you what I ended up doing. I got this driftwood that I had picked up before. I cut the engineered wood and I put that on a pivot so I can use it for my legs, because I'm so sick of hairpin legs. Can we get rid of those by now? But anyway, so as you can see, that driftwood looks so much better, but I needed to cut it down because it was just a little bit too long. So I went ahead and cut it. I definitely did that irregularly because I didn't want a straight cut. So that's why I'm using my multi-tool to go ahead and just make some variations in the cut, because I wanted it to look like it happened naturally, like as if, you know, it was broken by nature. So I took the hammer and started whacking away at that. So again, you will see that when I pull it away, it's very irregular pattern. Then I started whacking away at the edges to get rid of the sharp corners that was on there, and it turned out great. It looked like it happened naturally. The next thing was to go ahead and put the L brackets on there. So I did that on both sides. I put 2 on one side and then just 1 on the other side to keep it from moving, so that way it wouldn't wobble. I put it up against the wall, but of course I have grandkids, so I need to make sure that things are secure, especially since I knew that I was going to have this table sit further away from the wall because of the mirror. Again, the mirror is really, really thick, and I needed to make sure that it didn't sit too far underneath the mirror, but it looks gorgeous. I love that natural feel of the wood. It just warms up the space, but you can see how thick that mirror actually is. Now, I didn't like seeing those L brackets, so I did paint those, and then I also painted the support that I put in the middle. Again, that's to make sure that that thing doesn't tip over because it is quite shallow. But as you can see, it is really beautiful. I love the irregular lines. I love the knots, the holes. It just adds a lot of warmth to the space and gives it that coastal feel. So let me know what you think. Put it in the comments. Now, since we're here, look at these beautiful candlesticks that I got for $20 Facebook Marketplace. I don't like that they are the same height, so I want to take out a section and make it so that they're two-tiered, but I didn't want to lose these beautiful, beautiful bases. So I went ahead and cut them, and as you can see, I now have 3 pieces, but I'm not using that small section. I'll save it though. And then I went ahead and put some glue on there and glued those 2 pieces together. Now I have a 2-tiered candlestick situation. Isn't it cute? Let me know what you think. Anyway, why did I come over here? I'm not sure. Anyway, let's just get back to the video. All right, guys, so I really fell in love with these accent stools, but I wanted the ones that had the more coastal look with the rope like these, but not at that price, Birch Lane. I know you lying. Y'all can kick rocks. So I went to Amazon. I found a set of 2, but when I went to check for you guys, they're currently unavailable. I could not believe it. This price for 1, or this price for 1? Come on, y'all serious? I paid this price for 2, for a set of 2, and they look so beautiful and they go so nicely with my home and everything that's in it. That nice rope coastal feel, the black metal accents. I love that the cream on the chairs match with my sofas, which I'm going to show you guys next, so make sure you stick around for that. We have a few more things we need to see, but these benches are amazing. So having the 2 stools that I can put in front of the other chairs. If I want to, I can move things around very easily. I just love it. It's so much more comfortable. Now, when it came to the sofa, I love this indoor outdoor look with the canvas, linen, and the wood effect, but I definitely did not like the price. I found this one on Wayfair and they wanted $2,600 for it. Cheetah Home was going to take half the price. They didn't want to do a brand deal with me, their loss. So I found this one on Marketplace for $100. And as I told you, I wanted to do that twin effect, 2 of these, or at least 2 of the matching chairs, but I'm not sure why I let someone talk me out of my original design, but I knew what I wanted, and in my heart of hearts, it just kept nagging at me. And then once I got that projection screen in there and it felt like this is an official theater, I knew that I needed to have more comfortable seating. So I went back to my original plan and purchased 2 of these matching chairs from Walmart and moved the zebra print chairs. I still have my zebra accent chairs with the rattan going around the back. So I know some of you guys are probably gonna ask, what did you do with those? I haven't sold them. I might, but I haven't sold them yet. I love those chairs, but they are not comfortable enough for you to sit in them for 2 hours and watch a movie. The next time you see them, you will probably see them in my dining room office makeover video, but I'm not sure yet. So we'll have to see about that, where they're gonna go, if they're gonna work. So make sure you are subscribed and you stick around for that. the rug. So the rug definitely has been giving me some cause for pause because I want it to be bigger, but then the color wasn't working for me. Okay, so I am here picking up this beautiful rug. This is another Facebook Marketplace find. So yeah, I'm about to get this one right here. So you'll see it in the living room. I love this rug. It's a huge one, 9 by 12, and it was only $75 in really great shape, just a few sunspots on it. So I went ahead and vacuumed for dust. I sprayed it with Lysol. I also found this one on Marketplace. It was brand new for $40. And I like layering my rug, so it looks good. I cleaned that one as well, just in case it had some dust. So before we get into the full reveal, I wanted to just show you guys this beautiful end table that is not an end table. It's actually a planter, and I put a tray that I already had on top and they matched up. And I knew that they were going to work because I walk with my measurements. So if you know that you're in the market for something, just start taking the measurements and keep them in your phone or a little notepad or something, so you know things are going to match up, because these do, and I love it. There may be some updates in here going forward. And then, yeah, of course, now that you've seen it, I don't have to hide it anymore. And you can see it for Christmas, because I will be decorating for the holidays. And that's something that's going to be coming up quite soon. So make sure you don't miss that. I have a lot of things coming up for you guys. So please, please, please make sure you are subscribed so you don't miss out on what's next, because you're going to love it. I am redoing some of the things that you saw in the office / dining room, because I don't really use it as a dining room. I use it as an office. So but it can be turned into a dining room. So we're gonna do one of those videos where we're gonna show you like this way or that way. You can get with this or you can get with that, and you can get with this or you can get with that.
You can get with this or you can get with that. You can get with this or you can get with that. I think you get with this.
Anyway, yeah, so make sure you stick around for that. I know Drez watch my videos sometimes, so hey Drez. For so long, I have wanted to be able to recreate something of what I had in Florida when I lived in crazy ass Florida, but my house was dope though. So I love that I'm able to bring this coastal part of me back to life. So yeah, without further ado, let me show it to you. So I want to thank AWOL Vision once again for sending out the projection screen. This thing is amazing. I haven't had a chance to use the 3D glasses yet, but I am really excited and looking forward to using those with the new projector screen. I am going to be having a movie night soon with my godson and his wife and my neighbors, and it's going to be a blast. I don't know if I'm going to record. I might give you guys a little bit of a vlog version of what happens here on movie night. But anyway, so yeah, thanks again, AWOL Vision. I will leave the link to the AWOL Vision website and all of the items that I have here in the description box down below, and the first pinned comment. Okay guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I hope that you enjoyed that video. If you got anything inspirational or usable out of it, please don't forget to leave me a like. Drop your comments below if you don't know what to say. I always enjoy hearts. And make sure that you are subscribed. If you're not subscribed, I hope that you will consider hanging out with us a little bit longer. All right, I will see you guys in the next video. Don't forget, you can reach out to me on LaShawnWill.com if you need more of further assistance with your design process. I do affordable coaching over there. And don't forget to use my Amazon links if you're gonna be shopping on Amazon anyway. And I will see you guys in the next video. With that said, you know what's next. I love you.